Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and before we get into this one, I just want to make this clear. This isn't me bragging, saying I'm the best player ever, or I'm rank 1. I'm not. I'm very low. I'm still in the second top league at the moment, and I'm sitting fair and square in the bottom of it. So it's nothing like that. This is just an interesting technique I found to beat one of the top players, who is Legend. If you haven't seen Legend, he does YouTube, Twitch. He's a very good guy. I met him in person as well. So I'll leave a link to all his channels in the description below. But yeah, I think he's actually is sitting rank 1 at the moment. Yeah, so he's a very good player. I can't beat him with my defense. He always beats me. I struggle to beat him with my offense as well. So the thing that I have with Legend is, on his defense, I tried using my Fire Monk to outspeed him, and the problem is his Shaman and Earth Zealot are both quicker than my Earth Zealot, so that technique didn't work for me, and I'm tipping his Vampire is now going to be quicker. That Vampire used to be an Earth Giant. And in his team, I thought, okay, I'm not going to be able to outspeed. So then I went through my units and thought, what can I use to beat him? And the one thing I saw was this guy. So, and the one problem I have with his team is that for this guy to win, and this guy is very strong, but he's very counterable. The thing is that if you don't have a counter for him, he'll just basically sit there and eventually win. If the enemy has any healers, I basically lose, except the Earth Zealot, because thankfully he kills himself. But yeah, so I was like, the big threat is that Wind Anubis with his polymorph, because when this guy's polymorphed, he can't heal. So my idea was, I just want to get rid of that Anubis as quick as I can, and the strategy I came up with was to throw 2 of this guy in my team, along with the Fire Monk. So the Fire Monk will stun one of his monsters, and then these 2 guys will reflect 40% of any damage they take. And I'm hoping in this, because he's changed his defense a bit, that it'll still be the Anubis that does the AoE and kills himself. So then the big threat's out of the way, and my Wind Death Knight can just do the work. So I'm going to test it out, and we'll see how we go. But I'm hoping I can win again. But it's one of those interesting things. There's just so many mechanics in these games that it's exciting. I just find it exciting to try new things. Obviously, sometimes you lose and it doesn't work, but that's how you learn, and that's what I'm enjoying about this game at the moment. So, and then I'll put in my 2 little golems, and we'll see how we go. I'm hoping my monk outspeeds his vampire. Actually, I don't know how quick his vampire is. So here we go. Nope, I don't. Oh, that's not good. There we go. I still got done what I wanted to get done. So as you can see, even though that vampire killed one of the golems, one of them survived, and that one level 1 3-star golem was enough to reflect all the damage back at that Anubis and kill him. So the Anubis was that big threat for this team. So now that he's got no more threats, that he hasn't got anything that can really damage me enough to destroy me. Obviously, if he keeps getting these heal blocks, he might beat me. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But if I target the Earth Zealot, I think we should get through before. Actually, maybe we'll go the Vampire. So I'm still hoping that we'll be able to do it. If we can get that Vampire out, he's healing. Okay, the Zealot killed himself. And now I should be good, because they have no heals. They should be able to just wipe themselves out. But that's just that's interesting sort of mechanic. I really like those little golems because they take no investment at all, and they can do a job that I need them to do. And like I said, yes, my Wind Death Knight is doing the majority of the work. I know I'm showing him, it's basically his spotlight, but those Wind Golems, they got rid of the threat that would have caused me to lose. So that's just something else to think about when you're playing through. This obviously won't work for everyone, but yeah, it's just a different way of thinking. And while we're on the Wind Death Knight, because it is mainly him doing the work, but the golems are a bit of fun. I'll just show you his stats and a little bit about him, because I have shown him a lot in my videos, but I haven't actually gone through him. And basically what makes him is this passive. Anyone that attacks him loses 10% of their health, and if he's hit by a critical hit, he heals himself by 20% of his maximum health. So his second skill is a mute and a disable HP. I got the evolution skill that is a taunt. Those two skills don't really matter. You don't even need to use them much. Mine has more speed than I'd want him to. Basically, the slower he is, the more times the enemy attacks him, and the more times they deal damage to themselves, basically. So he's actually he is a really strong unit, a great farming unit. I've shown him before. He can actually solo Wrath 10 and Strength 10. I struggle with him on Benefit 10, but basically the great thing about him is he's a tank unit. He has high base defense. He has a high base HP as well. It's not overly high, but his base defense is huge. And because he doesn't need speed, we can throw full defense and HP on him. So this is what I've got at the moment. I have a lot of room for upgrades, as you can see. Look at these bottom two. I just ran out of crystals and I swapped some glyphs over for other projects I was doing. But because you can glyph him with so much HP and defense, the other key thing I look for is resistance. So mine's only at 98% resistance at the moment, because I've changed a few glyphs out. I used to have him just over 100. What my dream set for this guy would be to aim for 150 plus resistance and all those tanky stats, because if he's not getting heal blocked, stunned, or armor broken, he's basically just not going to die. So if you fight someone with only 50 accuracy and he's got 150 resistance, he's not going to get any harmful effects. So that's what I want to aim for. Obviously, I'm still farming Wrath. I have that hope to get the max speed haste set, but eventually I'll get round to farming Benefit, and hopefully I'll be able to build him like that and show you guys how he works. But like I said again, check out Legend's channel. He's a great bloke, and this is just showing you different techniques that you can use to beat different people, so that there's always an option. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this type of little video. Let me know in the comments below whether you enjoy these types of little random things, or whether you like to stick to more of the guides and the specific creature builds and all that sort of thing. But thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Cheers.